And now, although progress has been made in increasing awareness and acceptance of autism, autistic people still face discrimination and are most often misunderstood. There's one school in Ghana, Autism Compassion Africa, which is changing the narrative and ensuring that children on the autism spectrum are not hidden but given a voice. My colleague Portia Gabor reports.
It's 11 a.m. at Autism Compassion Africa at Cape Coast in the Central Region. Little Kobe Stacks is to wear his t-shirts. It's part of lessons to enable him live independently. After about 5 minutes, he sails through with some encouragement.
Great work, Kobe. Let's take some biscuits.
Kobe is 10 years old and he was admitted in this institution in 2018. So he came with his diagnosis, and then whenever a student gets here, we also do our interview with the parents. We do indirect observation and other assessments for the child to know the strengths, the weaknesses, and what we can do to help the child.
It's not been an easy journey, but his father is proud of the little big steps Kobe is undertaking.
He couldn't call the names of his parents, but now he can. He can also eat, grateful for the progress.
So what you are working for? Working for this. This. What is an emergency? Dangerous situation.
For behavior technicians here at the Autism Compassion Africa, it takes lots of patience, motivation and love to support children on the autism spectrum.
Pascal is 23 years old now, and we have now started with the transition programs for Pascal now. Before you work with Pascal, you have to trade in something. We have tangibles, like using objects. You can show the objects to him for him to choose from. Or you can ask, because it's a vocal kid, you can ask Pascal, what do you want after work? We use it as a reinforcer, or for him to motivate him, or for him to work for a period of time.
Children on the autism spectrum must be embraced and encouraged to live an independent life.
Hello.
Today, Christopher is practicing how to make a phone conversation.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Fine, great. How old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40, wow. Where do you stay?
Up in Scott.
Whether it's a child on the spectrum learning how to eat all by themselves, or how to identify when to use the washroom, or performing simple day-to-day tasks, Autism Compassion Africa is helping to provide breakthrough for children with autism and their communities in West Africa through the application of evidence-based applied behavior analysis therapy, ABA.
Autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder that is characterized by repetitive behavior, some social skills deficits, as well as some communication deficits, and then some behaviors of concern. So a child with autism may be on the spectrum, and that means that different kids may be thriving at different areas. So one kid may potentially be doing so great at this area, whilst the others may not be doing great at that area, but different areas.
Hi. Off-roading.
Matthew.
Matthew, it's in fun.
Sapro.
Okay.
Hi. Off-roading. Matty.
The method is verbal. He communicates most of his needs in Fanti. We are having a lot of programs we are doing for him. There's some, like I mentioned, some like brushing of hair, counting,
indicating of object in the environment, because he's aging, and when he goes out to the environment, he should be able to know that this is what is called maybe door, fan, table, other things.
You have to be tolerant, yes, and you are supposed to humble yourself as well, because if you don't humble yourself, you cannot learn from how the kids they do. You are supposed to also play with them so that they can know that as the teacher, he's able to play with me, so I can also work with the teacher.
What Ghana needs is a social system that provides support for all children with autism as well as their parents.
The teachers has to pay fat. I mean, showing a pa. Papa, some come. Because, Matthew, I'm a machine, I'm a baby. And I will know better the main to
God bless the teachers here. I've lost a lot of things because my son is autistic. I can't abandon him. I have to love him. I've seen changes in his life since he came here. Autism does not define a child. They are so much more than their diagnosis. Being different does not mean being less, and children on the spectrum communicate best when they say nothing at all.
I think the education on children with special needs, it's not that quite huge in this country, because we've been going out, and from even the word autism, people don't even understand the word autism. You need to tell them about it. So the government, I would just encourage them to at least help NGOs such as ACE to create more awareness, and also help us with some of maybe some funds, so that we can actually get to such people.
One thing they would say is that I am not less, I'm just different. So treat me the way you want me to treat you, and treat me the way I am. They are so special in their own way. They have so many potential. So they will tell people how they are, and then what potential they have in there, and how they want people to show some love and kindness to them.
Indeed, little big steps take them a step closer to living an independent life. Portia, Gabor, TV3 News, Cape Coast, Central Region.
It always makes me happy that we are able to bring these stories to the public.
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's a general care by everyone. Let's love one another. You're still watching News 360 on TV3.